Are you wondering how to make $5,000 a month in passive income? I mean, wouldn't that be awesome? All right, maybe you're just sick of working at your job, or maybe you're getting close to retirement and you realize there's a big gap between where your retirement account is and where it needs to be. But no matter the reason, in this video, I'm gonna show you that not only is making $5,000 of passive income possible, but it's easier than you might think. Now be sure to stay until the end where I give you one tool that will start you on that journey to passive income stability. So be sure to stick around for that one. All right. So let's talk about these ways to do that. There's really three key things I like to say is get lean, get liquid, and get out. Now I'm not gonna focus a lot on the get lean on this one. I'm gonna talk about the get liquid and get your money out so it can start working for you now. The key is if you want more passive income, you gotta figure out how to get your money to start working harder for you so you don't have to work so hard for it. All right, so number one is get your money out of savings. Right? So many people, especially lately, have been packing money into savings and just letting it sit there, earning point nothing percent, and then the government wants to tax you on stupid point nothing percent, don't they? We don't like that. We want to get our money out of savings. We want to get it working for us. Now, unlike our other video where we talked about having that emergency reserves, that's fine. Keep your emergency out of this. We're not talking about that. We're talking to those of you that are like one of our clients, where he was an attorney in California, had $900,000 sitting in his savings account. He really only needed like $50,000 for his emergencies. That other $850,000 could have been doing something better for him. So you get your money out of savings, and that's amazing. I'll tell you, even if you only earn 10% return on that savings account, right? So in this guy's case, if he had $800,000 in his savings, earning 10%, that's $80,000 a year. That's actually more than $5,000 a month. If you want $5,000 a month, you got $600,000 sitting in savings, boom, you're there, right? So again, get your money out of savings and get it working harder for you. Otherwise, you're losing, not just losing the game of not making more money than you should be, but with inflation, the way it's been lately, oh my goodness. Man, when you know inflation is not like what the government says at like 8%, we all know it's like double that at least, right? So if say even the inflation was 10%, but you're earning 1% on your money, you know, you're losing 9% every year. So get it out, get it working for you so you can start making that money right now. Number two is get equity out of your home. So one of the benefits have been happening from inflation, besides the fact that, you know, now a banana costs you a lot more money at the grocery store, is that now we've got a house that actually has all this equity. So if you own a home, this has been one of the most opportune times for you right now, because without you doing squat, I mean, you seriously, I mean, literally you squatted on your toilet and made money in your home, right? Because you didn't have to do anything. It just appreciated without you. You have all this equity in your home, you can now get out. I know, sorry for the potty humor, but you know, I have 8 kids, and you know, when you change as many diapers as I have over a lifetime, you would talk about crap too. So anyways, get an equity at your home. If you got the equity in there, you can actually turn this into passive income for you. In fact, you can even use this money to not only pay for your mortgage payment, but even pay for more of your life. You give you an example, I had a client that, you know, he's a rancher, right? He's constantly, you know, it's feast or famine, right? I mean, he's either making a lot of money with his cattle or he's making no money during those off seasons. Well, how do you smooth it out? You know, how do you really keep money coming in all the time, regardless of what's going on a farm? Well, one of the things that he did have is he had a lot of equity on in his property. We were able to get that money out. Finally, it took a while, but we finally got the banks to get the money out, got the equity out, and now investing for him. Guess what? He just shared with me that he's now making an extra, above the mortgage payment, by the way, net. He's making an extra $206,000 per year. That's about $17,000 a month average right there. He only needed $10,000 a month to feel free. You should have seen the smile on him and his wife's face when they said, we're making over $200,000 a month from money that we didn't even have to save up. It was just money that grew in the equity of our home. It's huge. I had another couple out in Minnesota. Same kind of thing. When they got the picture of this, they said, oh my goodness, we could actually take this money out of our home, and we even have an office building that we operate our business out of to pull the money out. And guess what? Now they're netting $280,000 this year after they pay their mortgage payments. So one of the hugest opportunities that people have been missing out on lately is just be able to get equity out of your home, and you getting that to work for you. So you don't just keep paying a monthly payment, but you actually have monthly payments coming in to pay for that home and then some. Number three is get your money out of retirement accounts. So many of us have got money locked away in our 401ks and our IRAs and our Roth IRAs, and it's all locked up. And of course, you know, like it's almost like being a teenager. You know, you remember when you were a kid and you had to ask your mom and dad for the car keys, and then they said, no, you can't go out tonight. Too bad, you know, you're gonna go out drinking with your friends or whatever they told you, right? You know, that sucked, didn't it? But now you're an adult and you get to enjoy your freedom until you set up on these dumb retirement accounts that say, oh, if you touch this money before you're 60 years old, 10% penalty. Sorry. Oh, and we're gonna tax you anyways. So sucks to be you. You know, we don't wanna have it locked up necessarily in those accounts. Now, if you wanna retire in your 60s or 70s or when you're 80,000 years old, great. That's perfect. But if you're looking to retire now, you want to have, we want to actually have passive income now while you're alive, while you can actually be healthy enough to enjoy it and your kids actually still want to live with you and hang out with you until they think you're not cool enough because now you're wearing your stupid shorts and your Birkenstocks and stuff. Hey, this is the time to get the money out now. So use that money to actually do something for you. We actually use someone's retirement account to pay off debt, right? We didn't even have to start doing passive income with it. We actually paid off some of his debts, was able to free up $50,000 a year from $100,000 of his IRA. $50,000 a year. I can guarantee you no financial advisor will say, oh yeah, I'll make you a 50% return, guaranteed. No, of course not. The cool thing is he still had another $400,000 in that retirement account to make more money on top of it. So there's a lot of ways you can actually get that money out now. The key is, how do you do that? It gets a little tricky, but we got other videos to help you on that one. Then number 4 here, what do you do with this money? Everybody always asks, okay, I got the money out of savings, I got the equity out of my house, I'm getting out of my retirement accounts. What do I do with it? Like, I don't want to have to just sit on this money and do nothing. I 100% agree. You should not do that. This is where you can do a lot of different things to create passive income. We've had other videos talking about the different ways to do this. I'm gonna just focus on one. I'm focused on the one that many people get hung up on because if they pull equity out of their home, they say, well, I don't want to lose it. And I agree, you should never put your money in the stock market. Don't go gamble away into some crappy digital currency that you have no control over and that we know the government wants to control anyways. And so, you know, it's gambling. We don't want you to gamble with your money. So the best thing to do is buy a real asset. Example of that would be buying turnkey real estate property. Now I say turnkey, I don't say just buy the property next door. That's what everybody does. If you live on the western half of the US, buying the property in this part of the country is a bad idea. It's a crappy idea. But when you look out east, I can buy a property where I can make at least a 10+% return, even if the property doesn't go up in value. That's just making money from the cash flow after all my expenses are paid. So a turnkey real estate property means that you buy the real estate property, but somebody else manages the tenants for you. They deal with the tenants, toilets, and trash. You don't deal with that. You buy the property, you collect the checks. Now, you might have the effects of it, like if they have to spend money to go fix something, yeah, it comes out of your checks. But if it's making enough money, it doesn't matter. You'll still end up getting paid. You'll still have more than enough to keep having money come in each and every month. So that's just one example. Again, so many ways to create passive income. But if you really are worried and wondering about what that first step is of what really will work and make sure your money doesn't lose, if you do it right and you have it with the right guidance, the right people, a turnkey real estate property could be one of the best ways to do it. All right, now I promised you, I'll give you this bonus about how to actually get started on this journey. And the first step you should be doing is I'm gonna give this one tool here. And this tool actually has helped me free up lots of money even before I created passive income. And that tool is called Mint. Now Mint, you can go to the website mint.com or download the app. Mint, like, you know, double mint gum, double your pleasure, double your fun, right? It's like that. Mint is a fantastic free app that you can use that will actually allow you to track your money now. So you can track the money coming in, track the money going out. You can actually see it real time what's going on. And best yet, you don't have to use a calculator, which I love, right? I remember the old days when you had like the old check register, and you have to like go and use a calculator, then you got lost on how many times you gassed at the pumps. You have to hit clear on your calculator and do it again. None of that crap. Like, it does it all for you, makes it simple and easy. And like I said, it's free. Great way to track it. Now, why do we track? Because the more you track your money, the more you take control of your finances. The more you know what's going on, the better you'll get to your destination. It's just like if you're using a GPS, right? You can't put in your destination and then not have your starting point. You gotta know where you are. Even if you have to go and hit that tracker, which my wife freaks out about because she thinks the government's tracking her all the time. But we're not doing that, okay? It's tracking it by having that starting point and your destination point, and then the fastest route to get there. Mint is a great, easy, free tool that you can use to be able to help you get to your destination faster. And what's that destination that we want? It's financial freedom. We want that money coming in now. All right, so if you like this video, you should check out what are the best forms of passive income. So going beyond just the turnkey properties, you wanna learn what are those best ways to create passive income? Check out that video right now.